Hello and welcome back to my channel. These chilling true stories about encounters with animal spirits will send shivers down your spine. From eerie premonitions to unexplainable occurrences, these captivating tales will leave you questioning the boundaries of reality. I was helping her out by getting her ready for bed. She needed help going to the bathroom, etc. Well, when I got up to leave after a really long day of taking care of her, I heard a loud crash in the kitchen. When I was about 9 years old, I was visiting my great-grandparents, who lived on a farm. We were staying in a small cottage on the property. There was a big field behind the cottage and a single large oak tree in the middle of it. We had been told not to go into the field because it was dangerous, and we didn't know the land well enough to navigate it without adult supervision. My brother and I decided to do it anyway. As soon as we stepped into the field, the air grew cold, and we could feel ourselves being watched. We turned around to see the large oak tree and noticed a swing hanging from it. It seemed odd because we knew the tree had no leaves and it was the middle of winter. We called out to my grandparents, but our voices sounded strange and distant, almost as if they were underwater. Terrified, we ran back to the house. Later, we told our grandparents about the swing, but they said they didn't own one and had never seen a swing in that tree before. Now, my grandfather died 10 years prior to this in the kitchen, and he always used to eat Triscuits in the late evening. And if you want to hear more scary stories, check out our podcast. Thanks for watching. My grandma would always yell at him for making a bunch of noise when he did this. But this night was different because it wasn't my grandfather. I went into the kitchen to find a bag of Triscuits on the floor and an open window. My grandmother's house is in the middle of farm country. There isn't a soul around 4 miles, and the window was shut tightly just hours before. I didn't think anything of it until I got back into bed. That's when I heard the distinct sound of my grandfather shuffling around his chair, just like he always did when he ate his Triscuits. It was right outside my door. Then I heard him yell very loudly, "Get out!" Then silence. I don't know if I should have gone to check or not, but I didn't. I just sat there listening intently. No other sounds were made that night. In the morning after, of course, not sleeping at all, I went downstairs to find that the sliding glass door was wide open. The wind had obviously come through and slammed the door shut again. So get ready to explore the unknown as we share these unsettling stories that blur the line between the living and the dead. Our next story comes from a Reddit user. I was taking care of my grandmother who had fallen and broken her hip. We also got a story from another Reddit user. My mother passed away from cancer when I was 12. 2 years later, I moved out of the home where she died. I was now living in a 2-story home with a basement. One night I woke up in the middle of the night and heard what sounded like heavy footsteps dragging themselves up the basement stairs. I remember sitting in bed fully awake listening intently for whatever it was to come upstairs. I heard what sounded like my mom's footsteps again, dragging themselves across the hardwood floor directly above me. Heavy footsteps stopped right above my head. I started to cry because I couldn't stop thinking that it was my mom coming to visit. Her footsteps were distinctive because she had a limp due to having polio as a child. Those exact same distinctive footsteps that I heard in the middle of the night. I honestly don't know what it was. Maybe pipes or something. But to this day, I still hear those distinctive footsteps sometimes. We end today's stories with a comment from a Reddit user. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more creepypasta content. Number 10. The Ghost Monkey. A woman from South Carolina named Becky Gardner experienced something unexplainable in the woods behind her house. She had never seen a monkey in the wild before, but she started seeing one almost every day in the woods. It was a small monkey, no bigger than a house cat, and it would stare at her for a long time. Then it would turn and walk away slowly. She even managed to get a picture of it. But when she posted the picture on social media, people told her that what she had seen was a ghost monkey. They said that these are the spirits of monkeys that have been killed by hunters, or have died after being captured. Some say that ghost monkeys appear to those who have lost a monkey in their life, or are about to lose someone very dear to them. No. 9. The Dog Who Came Back. Sue had never seen anything like it before, and was terrified. Then out of nowhere, a large dark horse appeared beside them. He stopped to listen, and that's when he saw a small monkey climbing down from a tree. The monkey was unlike any he had ever seen before, and it seemed to be glowing with an otherworldly light. He had been tracking a deer for hours and finally got a clear shot. But when he pulled the trigger, the deer didn't fall down. Instead, it seemed to shimmer and then disappear. Tom believes that he may have actually shot a ghost deer. Some believe that these black dogs are ghosts, while others believe that they are demons or witches in disguise. Whatever the case may be, it's best to avoid making eye contact with a black dog in the forest. If you do, you won't want to risk getting lost or worse. Whether this is true or not, there are many stories of people who have been attacked and killed by owls. In most cases, the owl simply flies away after the attack, leaving the victim to die. There are many stories of ghost deer around the country, and some say that they are the spirits of deer that have been killed by hunters. Others believe that they are simply misidentified moose or elk. These animals seem to be able to change their shape at will, and they are often seen near areas where there is a lot of water. Some believe that these are actually mermaids or other aquatic creatures, while others believe that they are simply figments of the imagination. It walked right through Gopal Das and then disappeared. Some believe that this was the spirit of a monkey that had been reborn. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out our others for more spine-tingling tales. Others say that it was simply a hallucination caused by the heat and humidity. These people are often called horse whisperers, and they are said to be able to heal sick horses and calm wild ones. While there is no scientific evidence to support these claims, there are many anecdotal accounts from people who swear by the abilities of certain horse whisperers. Sue and her horse stayed frozen in fear until the dark horse walked away. Sue believes that she may have encountered the ghost of a horse. Some say that horses can sense danger or death in the area, and that this is why they sometimes become agitated. Others believe that horses can communicate with the spirits of other horses, and that this is what Sue experienced. Jessica and Mike Wilkinson were heartbroken when they had to put down their beloved dog. Rusty, he had been ill for a while, and they knew that it was for the best. But they couldn't help but feel guilty about the decision. A few months after they buried him in the garden, they started hearing strange noises in the garden. She could supposedly communicate with the spirits of dead cats, and even bring them back to life. People started bringing their dead cats to her house, but no one knows what happened inside. Some say that she used black magic to raise the cats from the dead. Others say that she simply communicated with their souls and gave them comfort. What we do know is that she was eventually arrested for practicing witchcraft and animal cruelty. But when the police searched her house, they found no evidence of the rumored activities. To this day, no one knows what really happened to the cat lady, or what she did with all of the dead cats that were brought to her. They couldn't figure out what they were, but they were persistent. One night they heard scratching at their bedroom window. When they opened it, they saw a small brown dog on the other side. It was the exact size and shape of their dog, Rusty, and then it disappeared. Jessica and Mike believe that it was Rusty, Esper returning to tell them that he was happy and that they made the right decision. 8. The Cat Lady. In the early 1990s, a rumor spread through the small town of Belzone, Mississippi, that there was a cat lady living outside of town who had a strange ability. Number 7. The Spirit of the Horse. A woman from England named Sue Townley was riding her horse one day when it suddenly reared up on its hind legs and began whinnying loudly. Number 6. The Monkey Spirit. A man from India named Gopal Das was working in his field one day when he heard strange noises. No. 5. The Ghost Deer. A man from Wisconsin named Tom was hunting deer one day when he saw something strange. No. 4. The Black Dog. There are many stories of black dogs that appear in the forest and lead people astray. No. 3. Some say that owls are the souls of people who have died and are now cursed to wander the earth. No. 2. The animal shape. There are many stories of people who have seen animals that seem to be shape-shifting. Number 1. The Horse Whisperer. There are many stories of people who have a special ability to communicate with horses. Thanks for watching. Which of these chilling true stories about animal spirits has left you the most unsettled? Let us know in the comments below. From eerie howls in the forest to unexpected animal visits, these chilling true stories will leave you questioning the boundaries of reality. The Monkey's Warning. It was a typical day at the zoo when suddenly a blood-curdling scream echoed through the monkey enclosure. Zookeepers rushed to investigate and found a horrifying scene. One of the monkeys had climbed into a cage and was frantically banging on the bars, clearly distressed. As they watched in suspense, the monkey suddenly stopped moving, collapsed and died before their eyes. His car had broken down, and he was in desperate need of assistance. Just when his hope began to dwindle, a friendly face appeared. They had built their home away from prying eyes, seeking solace in their peaceful but their tranquil existence was shattered one fateful night. As they sat by the fireplace, they heard a series of heavy footsteps outside their window. She had never heard the song before, yet it resonated deep within her soul. As days turned into weeks, the song continued to haunt her dreams, becoming an obsession that consumed her thoughts. Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe for more spine-chilling content. Determined to uncover the mystery, she delved into her family's history and discovered a tragic tale. Years ago, her great-grandmother had tragically passed away while singing that very same song. The melody was not just a haunting tune, but a lullaby passed down through generations. And it seemed that her great-grandmother's spirit was reaching out to her through the ages. With each note, the young woman felt a deep sense of connection to her ancestors, carrying on a legacy that transcended time. Startled, they peered into the darkness, but could make out nothing except for the ominous sound of heavy breathing. From malevolent entities to the restless spirits of our ancestors, these tales blur the line between the living and the dead, leaving us with a sense of unease and wonder. Suddenly, a large shape emerged from the trees, its eyes glowing, an eerie green in the darkness. The creature let out a deafening roar before vanishing back into the woods. Terrified, the couple locked themselves inside their home, praying that whatever lurked outside would leave them alone. However, the terrifying incidents continued to escalate. Tools mysteriously broke. Animals on their property were found mutilated, and ghostly whispers seemed to permeate the very walls of their house. The couple's idyllic life had been shattered by malevolent forces, turning their sanctuary into a nightmare. A woman with a kind smile offered him a ride, grateful for the help he accepted. But as the miles rolled by, an unsettling feeling crept over him. He couldn't shake the eerie sensation that he was being watched. Then he turned to his right and saw the most horrifying sight. The driver's face had transformed into a grotesque mask, her eyes glowing an unnatural red. Paralyzed with fear, he watched as she crashed the car into a nearby tree. Miraculously, he survived the accident and stumbled upon a nearby farmhouse. Seeking refuge, he knocked on the door, but as it creaked open, he was met with another, terrifying vision. The woman from the car stood before him, her face now a horrifying visage of flesh and teeth. Unable to contain her demonic form any longer, she lunged at him. He escaped, fleeing through the forest, the sound of her pursuit echoing behind him. To this day he carries the scars of that encounter, both physical and emotional, forever haunted by the devilish hitchhiker. But that wasn't the end of it. In the following weeks, several more monkeys met a mysterious end. All of them exhibited the same chilling behavior before their deaths, leaving the zoo staff puzzled and frightened. Little did they know that an evil spirit was at work, targeting not only the monkeys but also the zoo visitors. One evening, a young girl approached the enclosure. Suddenly, one of the surviving monkeys let out an ear-piercing scream and grabbed the girl's foot, dragging her into the enclosure. Despite the quick reactions of the zoo staff, the girl suffered severe injuries and ultimately passed away. Haunted by these tragic events, the zookeepers decided to close the monkey enclosure, fearing that the vengeful spirit might claim more victims. The hitchhiker, a lone Trevala, found himself stranded on a dark and deserted road. The spirit of the woods, deep within a secluded forest, lived an elderly couple who had chosen solitude over company. The haunting melody. A young woman found herself drawn to a haunting melody that seemed to echo through time. These chilling stories of encounters with animal spirits serve as a reminder of the unseen forces that may be present in our world. Did you find these stories intriguing or terrifying?